Namaste. Very good evening, Nafki.
Good evening. How are you, Shreans?
Awesome, awesome. How are you?
Very good. Very good. Super charged, excited. Hi, very, very warm welcome, everyone. How are you all, friends? I hope you're excited for today's session. And once again, thank you so much for continuing on this journey with such beautiful dedication of your time and presence. It's been fantastic. And without really meeting, we've met at a level which is impossible in 3D reality. So thank you so much. And today we are going to go into transgenerational healing. And before that, a quick recall from yesterday's 11 traps of the ego, where we started with the trap of spiritual bypassing, where we numb our emotions. So, we suppress them, which we don't need to. We need to express and transcend and transmutate. Dropping physical boundaries don't lose your own life in obsession with helping others. Excessive tolerance to compassion. So all this was under the trap of spiritual bypassing. The second trap was that of superiority, where we condemn others for not being as per your approval. In that case, we need to adopt simplicity and let everyone be. And any practice we might do, it doesn't make us any superior or any more evolved than anyone else or any more spiritual. So the idea is to let everyone be. Then there is the trap of forcefully trying to wake others up. It's fine, you are evolving, you are learning, you are changing, but share your ideas, live by example, and no imposition. Then there's the trap of wanting to help others. Nobody really wants unsolicited advice. And as meditators and masters, you need to be especially more aware to not give unsolicited advice, respect your own and their boundaries. Then there's the trap of wanting to revolutionize the world. But at the end of the day, your only obligation in this life is to live your truth. Then there is the trap of meaninglessness, where sometimes we tend to separate ourselves from all of existence. So that is also something we need to be quite aware of. The seventh is the trap of avoiding everyday responsibilities. Sometimes in the umbrella of spirituality, we tend to avoid what is demanded of us as duties or responsibilities. That is not right, just to go off grid and to shirk your responsibilities. In fact, as a spiritual practitioner, it needs to make you even more involved with what you do in a more joyous way and make you do it better. As Shreans yesterday, shared with us the Zen saying, what enlightenment is. So before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. The eighth is the trap of self-victimization, which, again, it's about poor me, or we tend to blame God or any other higher forces for not being able to do what we are meant to do. So that was the trap of self-victimization. Then the ninth is the trap of the savior complex. So where, one can develop a sense of specialness or that holier than thou feeling. And the ego gets very, very inflated. And we tend to create a false aura around ourselves as if, we are on a higher pedestal than the others. And even their competition enters where one wants more followers or more popularity or, just say I'm more influential. In all of this, what happens is that we stop applying our mind and we kind of lose focus of our own direction. Then the 10th is the trap of attachment. As we go through certain mystical experiences, we get addicted to going back to that moment, to experiencing that high or that transcendence again and again. And that itself can become a trap of just wanting to taste that again and again. So we must be aware of that also. The last was the 11th trap, which is relying on external answers. Over-dependence on, God-men or gurus. As Shreans beautifully said, your breath is your guru. You are the God. And that is one thing, if we can just kind of drink and seep into ourselves, it's actually the only direction we need. And find your own answers, because now all of us have the tools to connect with our source, and to find our answers should not be that big a challenge. This was the 11th trap. And we ended with that very, very inspiring video of Immaculée, the Rwandan lady who obviously had many of us in tatters emotionally. And, we saw when the genocide happened, how she was in a bathroom locked for 3 months, 91 days with other women, 7 or 8 other women, and how she chose to come out of it despite having an entire family, neighbors, siblings killed. She comes out of it, meets the killer in the prison, and actually ends up forgiving him. And, her message at the end of It is so inspiring that despite all these ghastly atrocities, despite the ugliness of everything that happened, which side of love do you choose to be on? So that was a very, very beautiful message we ended the session with. And today, as we go into transgenerational healing, where we are going to talk a lot about family constellations and go back to our ancestors and, go into that dynamics of existence. This is a poem about that.
Yes, waiting
May
for
I?
it. Please.
Like the jungle that lives in the vein of every leaf, we are carriers of tales of all that went on before, goes on around, and will follow. In each cell of our battery, an epic is engraved, waiting for us to remove those imposed band-aids so our veins can begin to heal, so we can no longer be told how to tell our tale.
Wow. Wow. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Navki.
Thank you, Shreans. Over to
So now,
you.
today we're not we're going to do meditation later. We'll
Great.
first start with the talk because it's important to understand the talk so that when we do the meditation, it will be more relevant, more
True.
better understanding.
True.
Right, friends. So, friends, today's topic is transgenerational healing, and as the name itself says, transgenerational. Wait, before I start with this topic, something came to me as a since we finished the topic of ego, and as a collective ego, a very big collective ego we have is of human race, right? We feel as humanity we are a much superior race than anyone, whether it is plant kingdom or animal kingdom, and the kind of atrocities we do on them is really I mean it's I mean we all know it, right? Whether it is abusing mother earth, mother nature, or plant kingdom, animal kingdom, we know how many I mean eating them, putting them on our food plate, and I mean we even treat them as commodities, right? We don't say, oh, how many lives have lost, or when somebody is into say fishing, they all talk in terms of tons or kgs or weight. They don't say, oh, how many lives or how many fishes are going to be killed. So we have just commoditized all the other species, as if as if we are the only supreme species we are. For one person to live, so many lives has been killed. If we count till our death, how many lives we have killed or disturbed just for us to survive, we realize that how big is our ego as a human race. In fact, the truth is, if imagine if so we when we kill each other, we have the courts who gives a punishment, right? Imagine if the animal in the animal kingdom, suppose they have the courts, and suppose they can speak, and if they could if they could punish those who are committing any crime on them, what will happen to the human race? So the collective ego is so blind that we don't even realize it, because it is there in our DNA, it is there in our consciousness, it is there so much there in the social conditioning from generations that we don't even realize it, and we are blinded to it. That's why I say collective ego is far more dangerous than individual ego, because you do it with the sense, and you don't even realize that it's a crime you're doing or anything, there's anything wrong in it. But just because it is socially acceptable does not mean that it is right. Right. So thank you, friends. So Navki will go on the next topic. Just a minute. I'll just put on my mic. Just a minute.
That's so well said about the collective ego. It just becomes nature.
Yeah. All right. So let's begin, friends. So as the name itself knows, transgenerational healing. So transgenerational means what has been happening in a generation to generation. So we as human beings, we as are a part of a generation which is a branch of a family tree, right? So and so we are a link in that family chain. We are born into a story. It's not like this is your first generation as human beings. Our families, our ancestors have lived for years and years. And as we are born into this family, we also inherit a lot of emotional qualities, a lot of behaviors, a lot of patterns from our family tree, right? So we are actually a link in that family chain that spans through generations. And at times at times it may seem that you are experiencing the life events of your ancestors and repeating those in your own timeline. And the truth is, much of our suffering can stem from the family of origin. Our emotions, our patterns, our behaviors, our belief systems, our habits can transfer from generation to generation. And most of the time, they're transferred unintentionally, subconsciously. So that is what is referred to as transgenerational transfer or transgenerational transmission. But it is possible to release these patterns and create new belief systems so that you can reclaim your new life. You can reclaim your life. So, friends, here I'm going to talk about uh, why we carry these patterns. Because as a childhood, this is the family which nourishes us. Our parents, our grandparents, they all nourish us. They all take care of us. So what we do is we develop unconscious loyalty. We develop unconscious loyalty towards our family, unconscious loyalty towards the beliefs of our family. And we all love our family. So in that, whatever we see it within a family system, within a family environment, we subconsciously just imbibe it without doubting it, thinking that that's the truth, right? And we know our subconscious mind is non-judgmental. It is non-selective. Whatever you goes in your family and you experience it, you feel it, and truly believe in it, your subconscious mind just accepts it as truth. So the whole idea of transitional healing is to break that pattern, to break that chain of pain, and not to pass these unwanted behaviors, patterns, the belief systems or emotions to the new generation, to the next generation forward, so that they don't become a victim of that, and you are able to break that break that chain of pain. And we know that I've told about you about epigenetics. Only 1% of our DNA is epigenetic. Is genetic. 99% is epigenetic. Epi means above genetic. That means there's something, your environmental factors, your thoughts, your emotions controls the expression of your genes. But still, a lot of times, because we are born in that family, because of our unconscious loyalties towards the family, we tend to inherit or carry on the same belief systems of our family, same belief systems, same perception of our family. The truth is, our DNA is only the blueprint. But because we carry the same emotions, same thoughts, same emotions, we give the same expression, give the expression to the DNA as was given by our parents or grandparents. So, for example, if my father has gone through any depression, and if suppose before my birth he was going through depression, and then after my birth it was a blueprint which was passed down to me in my DNA. So that means I'm more prone to depression. That does not mean I'll get depression. If I do not imbibe the behaviors, the patterns, the emotions of my father, the emotional traits of my father, I will not give expression to that DNA. and then I'll not get depression. But because we are born in the family, so very often in our innocence to survive, in our innocence, in our ignorance, very subconsciously we believe the same thing. We because we worship our father or mother, and whatever they have taught us, we believe it to be true. If they tell us no pain, no gain, we believe that is to be true. If they tell us, oh, you have to work hard to earn money, you believe it is to be true. Whatever we see the life from the lens of our parents or grandparents, and that's how we imbibe the same belief systems, and then that's how we give expression to our genes, right? So and many other belief systems. For example, if your family has a family feud with your neighbor, and something happened maybe 2 generations back, you don't even know about it, you're not even born into it, and you've been born into a story. You've been told a story that our neighbors, this the house they are living in is actually ours, but they took it by threat or by force, and they're occupying our house or our property. So even if the children has no such characteristic, they are very nice people. But since we are born into the family, and since we have a loyalty towards the family, we tend to follow the belief system, and we see them as enemies because we have heard those stories. We don't want our children to play with their children. We tell them, oh, don't talk to them, because they've heard, and because you have heard the hate stories, and now you say the same hate story to your children. So consciously and unconsciously we are born into our stories, and not only in a family. The same thing as I've told about the collective, or same thing happens in a religion or in a nation. Two countries have fought maybe 50 years back, 80 years back, even before maybe I was born. But we believe in that story, and that same story is passed from generations to generations. There was an experiment done in 2015 by a group of psychologists. They found that a lot of Jewish children, they have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and they found that in their parents and in the children also. So they realized that this pattern was being passed on from generation to generation, because just few generations back, maybe 2 generations back or 3 generations back, because they were all Holocaust survivors, and during the Hitler World War II, when a lot of their ancestors died in the gas chambers, or were killed by Hitler, or those who survived also carried that guilt. Also carried that PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder of the survival, and they feel guilty because their parents lost their life. And the children, even after 3 generations, are carrying the same guilt, same PTSD traits.
Wow. So this feeling of guilt goes into your cellular
It
memories.
becomes a part of a cellular memory, exactly. And because of our hidden loyalties, we are so loyal to our family, we are so loyal to our community. Even though now there are good relations between Jewish and Germans, but still. And also Germans carry the guilt. Same study has been done on Germans. The common group consciousness of Germany is of guilt. Because they know that what Hitler did as a country's ruler or the head of the country was not right. So even they carry that guilt. And this research has been done on a lot of countries. A lot of nation has a different psyche depending on what they've gone through, what is their history. So I'll give you one more example. A farmer was going towards his farm. On the way, he saw an egg. It was a big egg, and he was curious. He brought his back to his farm. He has a big chicken farm. After a few days, this egg hatched, and the eagle came out. Now, as the eagle came out, the eagle grew up with those chicks. The eagle started believing that it is also one of them. So even though it was an eagle, it would only take a flight. Even as it grew, it could only take a flight as much as the chicks would take. Little heights. It won't fly high. And one of the chick, this eagle thought is her mother, is its mother, because she would nourish this eagle. So it was born as if it was a chick, and as it grew, one day this eagle asked, "Who is this bird?" One big eagle was flying in the sky. It asked, "Who is this bird flying in the sky?" The chick said, "Oh, this is called eagle. That is the king of the birds, king of the sky. It can fly and it can soar very high, but we are chicks, so we can't fly that high." This eagle believed that to be true. So, in spite of being an eagle, it believed that, and it died as a chick. It lived like a chick, it died like a chick. So same way, friends, sometimes when we are born in a family belief system, the limiting beliefs of our family also makes us tie us to their belief system. Sometimes we are born in a poverty. We have seen the poverty within the family. A lot of times, and we carry the same belief systems. Even if we make money, even if we earn money, sometimes we carry that guilt, as if you're not entitled to that richness. Because you have seen how your parents lived, you have seen how your grandparents lived. You carry that guilt. And from that guilt, you say the same stories to your children. Very common dialogue, "Oh, during our times, it used to be like this." You don't value money. You don't. So a lot of times we repeat the same stories, as we have subconsciously imbibed it in our consciousness from our family dynamics. So I'm going to share with you a few slides. So before I share the slides, I'm going to share with you one small video, 4 minutes video, how generation to generation, as we were as human beings, as we were initially, we took birth as a human being, and how this guilt or this consciousness has been transferred to us from generation to generation. So short video, 4 minutes. Yeah.
The story of our communities, people and nation starts a long, long time ago. More than 60,000 years, in fact. This was when our culture and our law first started to thrive. We knew who we were and where we belonged. We took care of each other, our land and our waters. We ate food that made us healthy, lived on country and abided by our laws and song lines. Our families, our children were happy, with strong minds and hearts, because they were where they belonged. But then everything changed.
Colonization came, bringing wars, disease, famine, violence, and the destruction and violation of our cultural laws, sacred sites, families, and communities.
We were denied our knowledge, language, ceremonies, and identity. The very things that tell us who we are and where we belong. And our connections with each other and the land grew weak.
And then, our children were taken from us. They had their names changed and their identities stripped away. They were told that Aboriginal people were bad. Worse still, they were told that their parents and grandparents did not want them.
For years this happened, and those children became known as the stolen generations.
Our children were denied love and experienced physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. This left very deep, very complex, and very real wounds, leaving scars that are still being felt personally, socially, spiritually, and collectively.
In the time when our story started, we were able to parent in the cultural way that has seen our families survive and thrive for generations. Our people were strong, and our culture flowed and healed us in times of hurt.
But since the trauma of colonization and the stolen generations, we have not been able to heal in the same way. And we have unknowingly passed this trauma on to our children through sharing our sad stories and having them witness and experience our pain. This is known as intergenerational trauma, and we see symptoms today in broken relationships, disconnected families, violence, suicide, and drug and alcohol abuse.
But this is not where our story ends. We still have strong minds and hearts, and we still know who we were and where we belong. By creating safe and strong communities together, supporting our families to be free from pain, returning to our culture and building a strength of identity, we can stop the cycle of trauma and bring about positive intergenerational change, so that we can continue to thrive for the next 60,000 years. There are simple things that we can all do to help heal our trauma.
Right, friends. So today the meditation which we are going to do is to heal the transgenerational trauma, right? And it is so important to heal because trauma not transformed becomes trauma transferred. I repeat, trauma not transformed becomes trauma transferred. We pass on to our children. Sometimes our relationship with our children or with our spouse has a lot to do with our relationship with our relationship with our parents, or with our parents with their parents. And it is important to break that chain of pain because we unconsciously carry we wear the energy blanket of our family. It's like an energy sheath which is being passed. Same sheath is being passed from generation to generation, like a baton in a relay race. How we pass a baton from one to another. We pass this from generation to generation. Yes, so I'm going to share with you that in 400 years, in 12 generations, how many parents and grandparents we have. This is the power of compounding. Yes, Keshav, share this slide. Can you guess?
2 parents, 4 grandparents.
Yeah. So in order to be born, you needed 2 parents and 4 grandparents, your maternal side and the paternal side. And then 8, and then 16, 32, 64. So this goes on. So imagine to just 12 generations, you need 4,094 ancestors, and roughly around in 400 years. So just think for the moment. Just think for the moment how many struggles, how many battles, how many difficulties, how much sadness, how much happiness, how many love stories, how many expressions of hope for the future did our ancestors had to go for you to exist in this present moment. So I'm going to share with you few of the negative factors which has gone in our family history, and few of the positive factors which has an impact on our mental psyche, on our emotional psyche. So let me share with you. Sorry, Keshav, can you share this slide? Next slide. Yes. So these are called transgenerational healing risk factors, basically the negative factors which we carry in our family history, in the history of our ancestors. So basically everything possibly negative must have happened, everything possibly positive must have happened within the family. So like few things like war, during those generations there used to be so much of wars between nations, and because of the land and the religion and different reasons. So war, slavery, child neglect and abuse, racial discrimination. So many countries are still going through racial discrimination. So many countries, so many children are still born in the poor country, third world countries, where they are still going through child neglect and abuse. Then suicide, very common thing. India is the largest society in the world. So suicide, abortion, adoption, multiple marriages within the family, poverty, depression, alcoholism or any kind of substance abuse. So all these factors has an impact on our emotional psyche most of the times. Not necessarily, but most of the time, unless it has already been dealt in the family psyche, already been released from the family psyche. Otherwise, we sometimes carry it as a cellular memory. Right? Then others are PTSD, anxiety, anger, rage, guilt, shame, family secrets. A lot of times, these family secrets, even though it has been kept a secret, even though you don't know about it, it has an impact on you because you still carry the energy. Murder in the family, rape in the family, divorce in the family, or being raised by a single parents, or any kind of physical violence. All that has an impact, right? We've seen most of the children who going through anxiety or depression or going through PTSD has a very traumatic environment within the family, which has a direct impact on their emotions. And it is now that we are able to recognize it. Earlier, we didn't even know that all these things existed. Right? It is now that we go for counseling, and so many counselors and are able to help us understand ourselves. Earlier, it was not even known. So, friends, this intergenerational trauma can negatively impact families as a result of unresolved emotions and thoughts about a traumatic event. Negative repeated patterns of behavior, including beliefs about parenting. Right? As I told you, trauma not transformed becomes trauma transferred, like a relay in a baton race, like a baton in a relay race. Untreated or poorly treated substance abuse or severe mental illness. That's why even if one person is going through any kind of addiction or substance abuse or alcoholic addiction, the whole family suffers. Whole family is actually going through it. So for them it is called dependency, and now there's a term for others it's called codependency. It's not that only that person is suffering, everybody is suffering, and that can be passed from generations to generations. Poor parent-child relationship and emotional attachments. Then complicated personality traits or personality disorders. Content attitude with the ways things are within the family. A lot of time, a lot of family has a content attitude. Even though they are rich, but they're always unhappy because that has been the psyche of the family. Never been satisfied with what is. So in general, there's a content attitude within the family. Sorry, Keshav, next slide. Yeah. Then there are transgenerational healing protective factors, or we call it, or positive factors. There could be a lot of love in the family, compassion in the family. We've been given an opportunity for a good education. We are lucky to have a good medical facility or to travel the world, access to all the resources possible, sometimes even exposure to all the positive things in life, spiritual guidance, being heard. So important, right? Being heard. Our parents listened to us. We were heard within the family. We were taught to appreciate life. So all these things also has a positive impact in our family psyche. So they are both negative and positive. Right? Next slide, Keshav. Yeah. So friends, I want you to go through. Keshav, can you change the format? Yeah. Yeah. So I want you to take 2 minutes and write down what patterns, belief systems, behaviors, habits, or emotions did you learn from your parents that no longer serve you, or parents or grandparents, or within the family dynamics, whom you learn from within the family dynamics, which no longer serves you? If it comes to your mind, it's great. Even if it doesn't matter. So just take 2 minutes, and again we'll go with the next exercise. Or what we can do is take 4 minutes. I'll play some background music. Just take your time and just write down if you can think about anything. And that's the break also. And then we'll meet after the break. Yeah. Navkis, that's fine?
Yes, DJ.
Thank you. So, welcome back. So, friends, today, before going to a meditation, we are going to use forgiveness as a tool. Doesn't matter what has happened. We don't need to go into the history or detail or whatever. Doesn't matter if nothing comes to your mind. But we'll use forgiveness. Forgiveness is such a powerful tool to heal our family history, to heal the energy blanket, to restore and the energy cycle of the whole family, right? So we'll use forgiveness as a tool, as an ultimate and a final measure of releasing any kind of resentment or anger, even towards our parents or whatever has been going on within the family. Maybe your father and your grandfather did not had a good relationship. So whatever has happened, whatever is happening in the family, we are going to heal that. And everybody, and I'm going to tell you to visualize or bring an image into your mind. So this is more like a hypnotherapy. So where you have to just follow my guidance, right? And we have seen that video yesterday, right? Of the Rwandan women who use forgiveness as a tool, such a powerful tool, because forgiveness heals. An event once forgiven becomes a powerless memory that no longer generates feeling of anger, rage, frustration, or resentment. When she met the killer of her parents in the jail, all she wanted is to just forgive. Not only she was already free, but she wanted to set him free. So when one forgives, two are healed. So forgiveness sets us free. In fact, Mahatma Gandhi said, "A weak can never forgive." Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong. So let's use forgiveness as a powerful tool to release all those guilt, shame, anger, frustration, hurt, whatever we are carrying within, which no longer serves us. So it will set you free. And if she can forgive, if Immaculate can forgive, then why can't we? Our pains are are nothing compared to what she went through. She lost her parents, grandparents, brother, all her best friends, relatives, all her loved ones. Lived in a bathroom for 90 days. So why can't we forgive? A lot of times, because of whatever we faced, we grew stronger. We became what we became today. It helped us to grow and evolve. It challenged us to evolve. Maybe your spiritual journey started because of that. So Oprah Winfrey said, true forgiveness is when you can say, thank you for that experience. So let's use forgiveness as a powerful tool, friends. And it is a completely guided meditation. And here you want to only think about your parents, both from the paternal, from your mother's side or from your father's side. You don't have to bother about what's going on with your spouse, family, or spouse children. This is more about your bloodline, right? So let's begin. The total duration of this transitional healing meditation will be around an hour, 15 minutes. And so after the session, then we'll do the sharing. All right. So let's begin, friends. Let's start. Yeah. Take a comfortable position, clasp your hands, Cross your legs. Eyes closed. The purpose of today's meditation is to heal your family tree. You, as part of a generation, is a branch of a family tree. You are a link in that family chain that spans through generations, and much of the suffering in life can stem from a family of origin. As you are born in this active story, you carry these hidden dynamics, unconscious loyalties, disorders, and patterns, which is reflected in your emotions, behavior, belief systems, and habits. Like in a relay race where a baton is transferred, similarly, these patterns are transferred from generations to generations, though unintentionally and subconsciously. A trauma not transformed becomes a trauma transferred. In fact, we repeat what we don't repair. So today, let's break this chain of pain. The process of this meditation is simple and is a great way to move from your old self to a new self. The first stage of meditation is brain coherence, which helps you to make your mind empty, lose your identity, drop all resistance, and raise your vibrations. Then we move to the second stage, heart coherence. Here you open your heart, connect to your inner being, transcend your feelings, and generate enough momentum so that beneficial behaviors can be inspired. By now, you're ready to be ready to be ready. Then you move to the third stage, where you connect to your parents, your grandparents, your ancestors. Here, you use radical forgiveness and unconditional love as a powerful tool to heal your ancestral lineage. Forgiveness is an ultimate way of releasing any anger, hurt, or resentment. An event, once forgiven, becomes a powerless memory and no longer generates these negative feelings. Forgiveness sets you free and epigenetically heals your ancestral tree. And then you move to the final stage, where you express your sincere gratitude for this healing journey. So I welcome you, dear friends, to participate in this powerful healing process. I hope it benefits you. And now, gently shift your awareness to your nostrils. Take one deep breath in through your nostrils, and as you breathe out, relax. And And one more slow, steady breath in. And as you exhale, let your whole body relax. Shift your awareness from the world around you to the world inside you. At this moment of time, nothing else exists but your breath. Just be with your breath. Normal, natural, simple, easy, relaxed breathing. At this moment of time, completely drop your identity, your personality self, your ego, your analytical mind, which is an extension of your ego. Just drop it all. And become pure consciousness. And as you observe each and every breath coming in and out of your nostrils, sense the temperature in your nostrils. Is it warm or is it cooler? Sense it. Are you breathing deep or shallow? Observe. Each and every breath is keenly observed. Let not a single breath slip by without your awareness. And now it's time to become nobody. No one, no thing, nowhere, and no time. Become pure consciousness, aware that you're aware in this endless vast field. Surrender any aspects of your limited self to join the greater self, and lose yourself in nothing to become everything. And now, gently shift your awareness to your sacred heart. This is the sacred place where we create from. Breathe in and breathe out more deeply, more soundly from this creative center. Focus all of your energy on your heart center as you breathe in and breathe out from this sacred center. Feel your heart expanding. As you breathe in and breathe out from this creative center, feel your heart opening. Feel the awakening of your heart, tapping into the energy of unconditional love. deep compassion and radical forgiveness. And now, tapping into all your emotions, memories, and feelings of your relationship with your mother and your father. Tune into any and all energies that you wish to harmonize. Tuning into any conflicts that you would want to resolve, anything that you wish to heal in your relationship with your parents, anything that has to do with communication, control, manipulation, anything that has been passed on from generation to generation and that is blocking the flow of your positive energy, creative energy, sexual energy, or financial energy. Tuning into any and all aspects that are not yours, that has been passed on the lineage of both mother's and father's side. Today, we're going to focus on the mother and father. So take a deep breath in and tune into any and all energies that you wish to release, resolve, erase, or restore. Take a deep, slow breath in and find your center. See, know, and feel that Mother Earth is opening up a portal, a gateway that leads you into this infinite room of creation the quantum field of infinite possibilities and opportunities. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At the count of 5, you'll enter this infinite room of creation. Where you'll meet your mother and your father. One. Feel your connection in your heart. Two. With every breath, you infuse more life into your heart. Three. Feeling compassion, immense love. 4. Tap into the field of radical forgiveness. 5. And now, as you enter this room, visualize your mother and your father. They are standing there with a gentle smile on their face. You can experience your mother and your father asking for your forgiveness. Asking for your forgiveness for any pain that was caused knowingly or unknowingly. In your heart, know that this is the wise part of your mother and father. So just step forward, look into their eyes as you begin to understand why they did what they did. You can choose to embrace your mother and your father as they ask for forgiveness for any of their impulse to control you or to manipulate you, or any pain they may have caused you, either knowingly or unknowingly. Forgive them for any hurt or confusion they have caused you. Perhaps you can feel your heart open to their honest request, and perhaps there is unconditional love that flows back and forth between your hearts. And as you connect in this very special place with your mother and your father, tell them, I give you back your power and I take back my power. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. Let go of the responsibility to heal your parents and hand it over to the greater power, to the greater mind. And now, set a clear intention to let go. To cut these cords. To stop. To erase. To remove all soul contracts and karmic agreements that are not in alignment with your highest good and deepest well-being. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel that energy moving through you and through the energy fields of your parents, cleansing and clearing that ancestral lineage. And now you notice 4 figures appearing behind your mother and your father. You notice that these 4 figures are your grandparents, your grandmother, and your grandfather. Your mother and your father turn to face them as they turn around your grandparents, asking for their forgiveness. To forgive them for any hurt or pain they may have caused your mother or your father, either knowingly or unknowingly. Watch and experience as your mother accepts and forgives her own mother and father. And as your father accepts and forgives his own mother and father. That unconditional love flowing between them that feeling of acceptance and unconditional love is transferred back. And now you notice more figures standing behind your grandparents. It is their parents, your great grandparents, and the cycle continues with them asking for forgiveness and your great grandparents sending that forgiveness back, forgiving for any pain they may have caused knowingly or unknowingly. And so it goes back generation by generation, one after another, embracing and asking for forgiveness. Sharing unconditional love and acceptance as you stand there, as you witness this go on and on after another, back through the generations. And you become aware of someone standing right behind you. And as you turn around, it's your younger self, the part of you that is your inner child. You can wrap your arms around that child and the two of you forgive each other. You can forgive them for any hurt or pain they may have caused you through the sadness or loneliness. You can forgive them for their childhood misunderstandings, and they can forgive you for any judgments you may have placed upon them or how they handled things in the past. As you continue to embrace the younger you and let them know that you'll always be there for them to help and guide them and take care of them. Feel the love moving between you and your inner child. And you can allow the child to move into your heart. So that the child is one with you now, placing the child into your heart, creating one whole person. And with this integration, there is a profound sense of unconditional love and acceptance, an experience of feeling as though you are coming home to unconditional love. Starting with you, sent back through your past to your inner child, back to your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and your great-great-grandparents. Back through the ages, back to the very beginning of existence. Only love, acceptance, and peace flowing through you. How would you like to be treated now? Would you like to be loved? Tapping into all those feelings and emotions of being loved just the way you are, accepted, nourished, and supported. Tapping into that vision of the future. How would you like to feel and experience being in relationship with your parents, with your family, with yourself? Tuning into the energies of harmony, balance, wholeness, joy, and playfulness. Tuning into the energy of abundance, inspiration, courage, and fearlessness. Tuning into the energy of liberation, passion, clarity, and transformation. The ability to overcome any limitations, any challenges, any contrasts. Tuning in deeply into the energy of unconditional love, deep compassion, and radical forgiveness in all directions of time and space. Take a deep, slow breath in and imagine yourself as that infinite being, pure unconditional love, light, wisdom, and timelessness. Take another deep, slow breath in, remembering that you as an infinite being chose a certain human incarnation with a very specific lessons, challenges, opportunities to grow, to learn, to expand and evolve. You as an infinite being are unlimited, divine, you as an infinite being feel great love and deep compassion for the human experience. You feel the excitement of this human experience, of this human adventure. You know that as a human being, you can expect the unexpected, and that you're here to embrace the unknown, the miraculous, the uncommon. And as you exhale, feel that energy moving through you and through the energy fields of your parents, cleansing and clearing the ancestral lineage. Take another deep breath in, setting a clear intention that you will no longer be defined by the past, and that you are stepping into a new future and a new reality. Take a deep breath in, anchoring in that clear intention. Imagine how that would feel to be free of ancestral karma. To be free of any karma of your father or your mother. How would you feel? How would that look like? What kind of person would you be? What kind of decisions would you make? What kind of relationship would you have with your parents, with your mother, with your father, and with yourself? Take a few moments to tune in to how it would feel to be freed of that family story, to let go of that old identity and to step into a new reality. To be a new person with new belief systems. Take a deep, slow breath in and feel it in your body. How would that be? How would you feel? What kind of relationships would you attract into your life? And imagine what kind of a person you would be. Take a deep, slow breath in and feel yourself connected with this quantum field of infinite possibilities. Feel yourself moving around in the infinite womb of creation, sculpting and designing a new life for yourself, a new future. You are the architect of the new version of you. So take a deep, slow breath in and imagine it. Feel it. And once again, tuning into the energetic bubbles. Imagine your mother in the energetic bubble. Your father in the energetic bubble, and you in the energetic bubble. And imagine that there is a bubble around three of you, a bubble of compassion, forgiveness, and unconditional love. And take a deep, slow breath in, filling up that bubble, expanding it, allowing it to grow stronger and stronger. Imagine all three of you opening up your hearts and make that heart-to-heart connection with your mother and with your father. Seeing, knowing, feeling their infinite beingness, recognizing their inner child. Open your heart for compassion. Open your heart. Let go of the need to change your parents, to control or manipulate the other circumstances. Take back your power and imagine that you're looking to your mother straight in her eyes, making that heart-to-heart connection, and you say to your mother, I give you back your power. and I take back my power. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you, and I love you. Just imagine a healing movement going in all directions of time and space, present and future, in the relationship with your mother. And place your hands on your heart and bow to your mother and see how your mother is bowing to you. Now focus on your father. Take a deep breath in, looking straight into the eyes, and open your heart and communicate to your father. I give you back your power, and I take back my power. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you, and I love you. You are now setting a strong intention to end all toxic connections and move into the reality of compassion, forgiveness, and unconditional love. See it. Know it, and feel the power of this healing movement. Take a deep, slow breath in, and on the exhale, letting go of all the old energies and stepping into that new reality. And once again, placing your hands on your heart, making that heart-to-heart connection with your father, and bow to him. Bow to him with gratitude for all the lessons, all the opportunities. Send a wave of compassion for this human experience, for his experience as being your father. And one last time, say to both of your parents, I give you back your power, and I take back my power. I give you back your power, and I take back my power. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. How does it feel to let go of the responsibility to heal your parents, Hand it over to a greater power. Hand it over to the energetic support team of the higher self. Know that they are in safe hands. And now you may step down, and as you step down, imagine your children standing in front of you. You may hug them. You can wrap your arms around your children. You may ask for their forgiveness. To forgive them for any hurt or pain you may have caused them, either knowingly or unknowingly. Feel this experience as your children accept and forgive you. As you choose to embrace your children, ask for forgiveness for any of your impulse to control or manipulate them. For any hurt or confusion you may have caused them. For any judgments that you may have placed upon them. For any pain that you may have caused them, either knowingly or unknowingly. You can feel your heart open. As they open their heart to honor your honest request. And feel the unconditional love that flows back and forth between your hearts. And tell them, I give you back your power. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. And trust that your children are in alignment with their highest good and their deepest well-being. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, Feel that energy moving through you and through the energy fields of your children. As you release your children from carrying any burden of the ancestral lineage, feel the profound sense of unconditional love and acceptance for your children. As you break that chain of pain today, as you clean and clear all the ancestral lineage, it all ends with you. And now, call in your energetic support team to amplify and fortify all of your intentions, tapping into the infinite being that is connected to the quantum field of infinite possibilities. Your connection to the source energy, from where you can feel this energy of abundance. Tune in to the energy of healing, of coherence. And once again, tuning into your heart space, seeing, knowing, feeling yourself. Take a deep breath in. Feel how your heart energy expanding to the heart field. Become aware of your connection to your source energy one last time. Feel the energy running through all your chakras, through all the energy centers, right up, all the way up into the brain, activating your pineal and the pituitary gland. Connecting two hemispheres in the brain and allowing that rainbow energy to flow into your auric field, repairing, restoring, fortifying and magnifying your energy field around you. Feel that sense of groundedness, belonging, safety and security within yourself. Feel it emanating and radiating out from the inside, forming a magnetic field around you. this magnetic field will pull in all of those experiences, all those people that will be in alignment with this new version of you. Thank you for being here. I'm honored and privileged for the opportunity to connect and co-create with you in this special moment here. And now, from my heart to yours, I thank you for your trust. It is no coincidence that you choose to be a part of this at this moment in time on your journey of life. You have attracted this moment as you are in the process of awakening, healing, and expanding your consciousness. You are ready to shed layers of old stagnant energy, moving into stronger alignment with your higher purpose, shining stronger, brighter, upgrading your vibrational frequency, igniting the spark of divine inspiration, wisdom, and courage within. You supporting you in the most empowering way on this journey called life. And now, Divine One, sentient being, creator of destiny, without breaking your state, gently place both your hands over your beautiful heart, your soul. And now, from this feeling of unlimited being, open your heart, open your senses, and bring a sense of gratitude, care, and compassion towards your parents, towards your siblings, to your children, and your whole family tree, for their love, for their support, for their guidance. Be thankful for the ways these experiences evolve us and make us into who we are today. We are all on this journey together. Give thanks to the special part, to the special insight these experiences bring to you. All that you need is alive in you. Give thanks for the divine grace and blessings being showered on your whole family tree. Be truly thankful. the gratitude to be accepted, to be embraced, and blessing to know that we all have a place called home.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Remember this feeling. Remember by heart. Treasure this feeling. Anchor this feeling. Memorize this feeling. This feeling of gratitude, unconditional love, flowing within the whole family tree. Whenever you are ready, you can slowly come back and bring your awareness back to your new heart, your new body, your new mind, your new consciousness. With a new awareness and understanding in a whole new world and a whole new time. Whenever you're ready, you can gently rub both your hands and place it over your beautiful eyes. Five, four, three, two, one, and gently open your eyes and come back to this three-dimensional plane of density, feeling blessed and complete. Thank you for spending these moments with me. My love and appreciation to you. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Shreans, you truly raise all of us up.
Thank you.
Wow, I see someone in the window.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. So, Napki will go for sharing.
Keshav, yeah. Chetna, hi, we'll start with you.
Thank you, friends, for all the messages in the chat. Thank you so much.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a very, very wonderful experience, Shreans. I think this is the first time I've done this meditation.
Okay.
My passed on very young, 59 and 60. That was more than 15, 16 or 18 years back. So I always used to feel I did a lot. Being a perfectionist, always like to do things in a perfect manner. So
Right.
maybe, in their challenging times and all, I helped them a lot with whatever thing I could do, maybe more than 90-95%. But one thing always pinched me, which I later realized after they passed on, was that I could not give them the moral and emotional support which they most needed at that particular time, which I could not realize at that time, which the realization for which came much later. And that used to pinch me a lot. That used to hurt me a lot. I used to always feel guilt ridden because of that. So today I feel relieved of that feeling during this meditation. I felt that I could, say sorry to them, and
Right.
I give myself of that guilt feeling, and then I forgive myself also. Whatever understanding I had at that time, whatever maturity I had at that time, I could do. But this meditation of yours has helped me so much. I was crying throughout the meditation, and feeling very relieved and relaxed and happy and free now.
Nice.
That sentence, you support you, was the most blessed one, perhaps, that I feel blessed now to feel that I need to support myself for whatever happened. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for this.
Thank you. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you for sharing your experience.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chetna. Sogat, we could move to you. Please unmute.
Hello. Am
Hi,
I audible,
hi.
sir?
Yes, you are.
Hello.
You are.
Hello. Acha, I am Dr. Shogato Rai. I am speaking from Midnapur. This is in West Bengal. I am a professor of surgery working in Mendipur Medical College. Sir, I was the meditation today was just wonderful. Actually, my mother had a very depressive child, and ultimately she committed suicide. And these suicidal tendencies has been always been present inside me, and I'm always depressed. And though I have achieved a lot in my life, but that thing has always tormented me. And this goes on and on and on. And the history of suicide is there in the past. So, but I want to ask one thing. This transgenerational healing, I mean, we have to go on doing it, but every week or 2 weeks or something like that, because so much stories. Now I'm into meditation in a long time, but still these traumas, this hurt, it is becoming very difficult. But I do healing, it happens, and then again I come back to my old self. This goes on and on and on. So how to come out of it permanently? That is the thing that I want to ask. Because this episode of depression, suicide, and other things are there in my family, and it is carrying on within me also. That is the main problem. I'm doing everything fine, but still I don't think there is no point in living. That is the only point. Without any reason why it is happening, I just cannot know. There is no point in living. Why should I live? So how do I come out of it? That is the main thing. But today the meditation was very good, but this always happens actually.
Yeah, so you can continue this meditation more often, maybe once a week, and maybe once a week or twice a week do breath work, and you'll be able to release those burden which you're carrying, and especially the feeling of suicide, which is in your psyche, which you have inherited from your family cycle or your family tree. So you'll be able to release it. Yeah, and this meditation is mainly focused on that. Yeah.
Another thing. Hello.
Yes.
Another thing I want to ask is that all these traumas, this inner child, inner womb, past lives, and all these transgenerational traumas, these are the various things that are coming. And I am also there as an energy body. Everything is being assimilated into me and being manifested within me. Actually, this entire process, but I want to ask one thing: is there any fixed reality? Destiny and my effort, ultimately where it will end? फ्री विल और या कुछ है? मैं अगर meditate करूं, 2 meditate करूं, तो क्या मैं अपना डेस्टिनी चेंज कर रहा हूं, या मैं वही माने everything is predetermined? But if we have soul plan, if we have soul understanding, we have karmic accounts, then what is the role of free will? That I just cannot understand. That is the thing that even being in spiritual path in so many years, this question haunts me actually. So much heard about soul planning, soul talk, karmic accounts, and other things.
Yeah. So coming 2 days, I'm going to explain more in detail, but in a nutshell, the burden which you're carrying is part of is the pattern which you're carrying, right? Whether you call it karmic pattern or soul pattern, whatever. But today, when you are doing this exercise, when you're joining this, you're taking an effort to take out your time from your busy schedule and working on yourself to relieve those patterns, right? To relieve those suicidal tendencies. That is your free will. So with your free will, you can heal yourself anytime, and that is where your free will comes in, right? So
So
with your
there is nothing.
you can change your destiny. If we repeat what we don't repair, if you would not have healed it, and if you do not heal it, you'll keep repeating those patterns, and maybe you'll pass on those patterns to your generations down the line. But now, once you heal yourself, you break that chain of pain, and you become the benefit of your healing. That healing, your whole generation become the benefit of that healing, and that is where your free will lies.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ray.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. Shraddha, could you unmute?
Yes. Can you all hear me? Am I audible? Hi,
Yeah.
Shreans. Hi, Navkirat.
Yeah. Hi, sir.
And I just want to, in fact, Shreans, I'm the one who generally writes something
Oh,
and I
yes.
send it to you.
From
So
Pune.
I will first talk to you and then I'll turn on my video because there's a question I want to ask you, Shreans. I don't want you to judge me, but this is something that has been okay. I just got a request to start my video. Okay, I'll just do that. So hi Shreyansh. So Shreyansh, actually, this was a question that had been playing on my mind for a very long time. And after I attended your last time session, I started following Abraham Hicks also. And even she would refer to the same thing that, if you're in alignment, actually, my hands are literally, I'm shivering, actually, I'm talking to you, that's why. So, the thing is, yes. So, in alignment, when you are, everything starts working and you can manifest and all, Shreyansh, and whatever, you should do whatever you can from your side to make yourself, happy. Basically, joy is a song, that I hear. But, Shreyansh, there are certain things that I feel is not appropriate. Like, I don't know whether I should share this with you. A very close friend of mine, to make herself happy, she goes to the extent of doing inappropriate things as per me. And I think it's something that she should not be doing, She does that and all she does is to be happy. So I ask myself a question. That means to make yourself happy, you can do even inappropriate things, Shreyansh, even though when your conscience doesn't allow you to do something.
So, each to their own. What we feel is inappropriate, it's a part of the journey, right? As now I'm saying this because we have attended the last time, and probably you can understand it better. When all everybody is going through a journey, so it is we assign the meaning, right?
Right.
Inappropriate. Inappropriate is your perception, and
Yes.
it's right in the worldly terms, right? It may be right very much. You may be very much correct in the worldly terms. Her perspective, not forget from her perspective, from her soul's perspective, and probably the journey that she has chosen to go through, and probably eventually everybody's destiny is to find at the inner alignment, and maybe probably that will take her to a point where eventually she has no choice but to turn inwards and find her inner alignment.
Right.
So,
So I was really judging her, Shreyansh, and
so you don't judge it, you honor the journey. What you feel right, you do it for yourself.
right. So yes, that's where I wanted to ask you. So I should do what I feel is right, Shreyansh, what my conscience tells me is right for me, whether whoever is doing whatever, right?
The right will always vary from person to person.
Right.
You're connected to your source, your right will be different. Even for you, or even for me. When I'm connected to my source, when in my inner alignment, my right is different. When I'm not in inner alignment, my right is different.
Right.
Right?
Agreed.
Like today morning, I'll tell you. Today morning, my internet got shut down, and day for yesterday only the guy came, connected everything. While during the workshop when it got down, all of a sudden I got angry. What the heck, But during the workshop, by the end of the meditation, when I find my own alignment, I was laughing at it. What's a big deal? Not that he did it intentionally. I mean, these are electronics and these are technology. I mean, things can happen. So when you're in alignment, your right will be different. When you're not in alignment, your right will be different.
Okay. So you are going to be in and out of alignment.
Yeah, if she is not in alignment or he or she is not in alignment, their right is different, but that is their right. They think that is right, right?
Right. You're right. Absolutely. So Shreyansh, can I just end it with one poem?
And the truth is, the source don't judge you. The source is not judging that person. Everything
Right.
is just being. There's no good, bad, right, wrong, black, white. Everything is just being. Source only sees one in alignment, one in not in alignment. One in alignment, the source, you are connected to the source. Then your will matches the will of that divine.
Right.
But one in not in alignment, not connect to the source. So that is all source sees. So nothing else. So everything is just being. So don't. Uh, so accept them to be the way they are. Allow them to be the way they are. Right.
Right, Shreyansh. I got that. So basically, I don't have to be ruffled up with whatever she's doing. She's doing is as per her, as you said, maybe it's a soul plan, whatever it could be. I don't have to really interfere. But somehow it was playing on my mind, thinking that if this is what is called being in alignment, then I don't think that's correct. That was kind of playing on my mind.
No, that is not being in alignment. You're right. That is not being in alignment. But at that, for from their perspective, from their soul's journey, that is their choice which they've taken. And
Right,
as a mantra, the mantra is non-interference.
right.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Try to interfere, we lose in trying to bring their alignment. We lose our own alignment.
Our own alignment. Absolutely. Yes,
So
yes.
then it is not serving them. It is not serving you anyways.
Yes, that is true. So I was kind of, and of course, I keep rereading whatever I'm writing. I'm writing each and every session that I'm again revisiting it. And believe me, it's like, Shreyansh, this is your book actually. And each and every session, I keep rereading it. Believe me. And the more I read it, it's like more I understand better. So it's amazing. And even last time I told you, Shreyansh, this is a complete course, a spiritual course, which nobody offers. So whether you call it an LOA, you call it a manifestation, you call it a spiritual, for me, it's a complete spiritual package. And I've never got something like this anywhere. So we always look forward to this course, and I will end it with a poem. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
yes. Now this is a little big poem, Shreyansh.
That's
Our marvelous mind, of course, it's based on your talks. Our marvelous mind is comprised of conscious and subconscious mind. When
go,
an
go slow. So I'm a slow learner. So I would love to hear
Okay.
it properly.
Okay. Our marvelous mind is comprised of conscious and subconscious mind. When an idea is embedded into the subconscious by means of feelings, our outer world is defined. While conscious mind is judgmental and selective, subconscious is impersonal and indiscriminative. The Shiva and Shakti represents the conscious and subconscious respectively, the former being the sower, the latter reaps a reality. Our speech is divided into outer and inner communication. The outer is heard by all, the inner is self-conversation. Even if we don't use heart words externally, others will only echo what you whisper to them internally, which you keep reiterating. We create our world with our inner thoughts. This is what I learned today. It was always let loose and unattended, as we knew no other way. But now that I have become wise and know how to change our lives, let's invest in our inner thoughts to get away from our strives. If we think we are victims, we attract situations that victimizes us. Let's know we all have a free will and let go of all that fuss. Why mull over the past pain, which is now a history? Change your feelings with awareness to create your destiny. Let's not be judgmental about anyone around. So yes, it's only our perception. It's just our inner sound.
Beautiful.
Yes, so I mean, I wrote this and I think I have to keep rereading it so that I kind of also follow it.
Beautiful. Lovely.
Very nice.
Thank you, Shreyansh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Nakirat, and your
Thank
poems.
you, Shilpa.
I'll tell you something. I have never ever met a poet. And when I hear your poems, I keep thinking, oh God, when will I ever be able to write like her? Because I love writing. So thank you so much. Thank you.
You're already doing it. You're already doing it. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much, Navkira. Thank you, Shreyansh. Thank you so much. And
Thank
Navkira, thanks for giving me a chance.
Thanks,
Thank
Shreya. So, Shreyans, we move to Kanchan.
Yeah, so that's my mom. And today, in fact, I thought about her, and today she's here. I've been requesting her long to share her experience.
Hi, hello, good evening.
Good evening, everyone. I am Kanchan Daga. बाकी तो इंट्रोड्यूस इसने करा ही दिया
बहुत दिनों से
मैं
wait कर रही हूँ आपके लिए।
एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहती हूँ।
हाँ,
मुझे क्रॉनिक बैक प्रॉब्लम था और मुझे मतलब दोनों स्पाइन का ऑपरेशन भी हो चुका है, L2-3 का, और मेरे दोनों नी का भी ऑपरेशन हो चुका है। और करीब 7 साल पहले मैं एकदम बेड पे आ गई थी। 8 महीने कंप्लीट बेड रेस्ट था। मुझे चाय भी चम्मच से पिलाते थे इन लोग, और पूरा टोटल बेड रेस्ट ने। और उस बीच में 2 बार हॉस्पिटलाइज हुई, पर उसके बाद भी कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ा। और मैं बहुत सफर करी। डॉक्टर लोग तो मुझे जवाब ही दे दिए थे कि उन्होंने बोला कि आपका तो ऑपरेशन करना ही पड़ेगा। और ऑपरेशन भी ऐसा है कि L2, 3, 4, 5 सब में प्रॉब्लम है आपके बैक में। तो मतलब ऑपरेशन तो जरूरी है, पर ऑपरेशन भी सक्सेस होगा हम कुछ बोल नहीं सकते, क्योंकि इतना सारा। तो कहीं अगर 2 में किया तो 3 में प्रॉब्लम आएगा, 3 में किया तो 4 में, ऐसे मतलब उन लोग भी बहुत कंफ्यूज थे। और मेरे बच्चे भी बहुत मतलब नर्वस हो गए थे थोड़ा, मुझे मतलब मेरे हेल्थ को देख के। उन लोगों बोले मम्मी के लिए क्या करना चाहिए। फिर पता नहीं, एक रात में मैं सोई थी, मुझे ऐसा थोड़ा लगा कि ये चैलेंज है मेरे लिए, मेरी लाइफ के लिए चैलेंज है, इसलिए मुझे ये सफर करना पड़ रहा है। फिर मैंने उस दिन डिसाइड कर लिया। सुबह जब उठी तो मैंने मेरे बच्चों से बोली, आप मुझे मेरे हाल पे छोड़ दो, मुझे अगर तुम लोग को विश्वास है मेरे ऊपर तो मुझे मेरे हाल पे छोड़ दो, मैं अपने आप को मैं खुद ठीक करूंगी। और उसके बाद से मैं सुबह 4 बजे उठती थी, मतलब नींद खुलती थी वैसे उठती थी। 4 बजे मैं ध्यान करती थी, मैं दिन में 3-4 बार ध्यान करती थी। और ब्रेथवर्क भी मैंने स्टार्ट कर दिया था। उस दिन से मतलब मैं धीरे धीरे ठीक होते गई। और अपना मतलब सब कुछ प्राणायाम वगैरह तो मैं पहले से भी करती थी, ध्यान भी पहले से करती थी, पर पूरे मेरे मसल्स चले गए थे, तो मैं बिल्कुल उठ भी नहीं सकती थी। और मुझे इतना प्रॉब्लम था, दिन में 3 बार तो मुझे पेन किलर लेना होता था, और रोज रात में नींद की गोली लेनी होती थी। पर मतलब बहुत पेनफुल था वो टाइम, मुझे मेरे लिए तो बहुत पेनफुल था। पर धीरे धीरे मैं इतना मेडिटेशन करने लगी। कभी कभी तो 2-4, 5-5 घंटे में मेडिटेशन करती थी, ब्रेथ वर्क करती थी। और धीरे धीरे मतलब मुझे धीरे धीरे फर्क आने लगा। और करीब 1 महीने के अंदर मैं उठ गई। मतलब 7-8 महीने के बाद मैं 1 महीने के अंदर उठ के थोड़ा चलने लगी। और 1-1.5 महीने के अंदर तो मैं एकदम फिट हो गई। और उसके बाद से आज तक मुझे डॉक्टर के पास भी नहीं जाना पड़ा। और मैं अभी मुझे पता भी नहीं कि मेरे बैक में प्रॉब्लम था कि नहीं था, मतलब मैं एकदम ठीक हूँ। अब मुझे कोई सर्दी खांसी भी नहीं रहती। मुझे इतनी सर्दी खांसी रहती थी, कभी कभी तो मतलब खांसती थी जब मुझे ब्लड भी आ जाता था। और मतलब बहुत तकलीफ थी। अभी मुझे ना सर्दी रहती है ना खांसी रहती है, और मुझे कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। और मैं सिर्फ ध्यान, मतलब कभी कभी तो पूरी रात भी ध्यान किया मैंने। और अभी भी रेगुलर मैं ब्रेथ वर्क करती हूँ, ध्यान करती हूँ। मतलब 2-3-4-5 घंटे तो मैं अपने लिए देती हूँ रोज
और आपकी दवाइयों के बारे में बताइए आप।
और मुझे ब्लड प्रेशर था, बहुत फ्लैक्चुएट होता था उस समय। तो मुझे सुबह और रात की दोनों की दवाई थी, मॉर्निंग में भी लेना होता था और शाम को भी। तो मेरी शाम की दवाई भी बंद हो गई, और मेरी सब मतलब और मेरे डोज भी जो सुबह का है वो भी एकदम लाइट, बहुत कम, सिर्फ 1 गोली लेती हूँ और कुछ नहीं। और सब दवाइयां बंद हो गई। और अभी तो मुझे कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। और मजे की बात तो ये है, जैसे मैं ठीक हुई और मैं अपनी डॉटर के साथ अमेरिका चले गई और वहां आराम से घूम फिर रही हूँ। मुझे कुछ भी नहीं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ। मैं करीब उनके साथ 15 दिन घूमी, मुझे कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ। और आज तक मैं वापस डॉक्टर के पास नहीं गई मुझे जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ा, मुझे सब अपने क्वेश्चन के आंसर मुझे अपने आप ही मिल गया, इसलिए मैं क्या क्वेश्चन करूं।
बहुत
सब
बढ़िया।
अपने अंदर ही है, मुझे पता चल गया कि ईश्वर अपने अंदर ही है, बस अपने को उसको ढूंढने की जरूरत है और अपने गुण को उजागर करने की जरूरत है।
थैंक यू मम्मी।
थैंक यू सो मच। और
थैंक यू।
अभी भी मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मैं आराम से खुद अकेले मैं ट्रेवलिंग कर लेती हूँ, हर जगह जाती आती हूँ, फॉरेन ट्रिप भी मैं अकेले चले जाती हूँ। मेरा एक बेटा दुबई में रहता है, मैं वहां भी जाती हूँ आराम से, वहां भी इंजॉय करती हूँ, 1 घंटा वॉकिंग करती हूँ, मतलब लाइफ बहुत अच्छा जी रही हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच श्रेयांश। ये सब श्रेयांश और इन लोगों की, आप लोगों की दुआ है जो आप लोगों ने इतना श्रेयांश को भी इतना आगे बढ़ाया, इसके लिए मैं सबको थैंक यू बोलती हूँ। ग्रेटिट्यूड ऑल ऑफ यू, थैंक यू सो मच। आप लोगों ने सब ने इतना उत्साह दिया उसको, इसलिए वो आज इतना आगे बढ़ गया है। थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू एवरीवन, थैंक यू
थैंक यू मम्मी।
थैंक यू।
I really need to start keeping tissues. Wow, such a true living example. What an inspiration.
Yeah, she's really very sincere with her meditations and breath work.
Yeah, I've met her and it just like there is a different energy around her.
Yeah.
She always seems like she's in tune with something else. She's like somewhere there's always a song going on.
Years back, she looks even younger. She looks much younger, much calmer, relaxed, much. And before that, we used to tell her, I used to tell her do meditation, do breath work.
Hmm.
She was
Hmm.
more religious things and all those things. She was never much
Hmm.
in. And she was always nahi doctor ko dikhao this. So I mean, I always honored her will. If that is the way she wants, then let me do as a child whatever best she's right.
Hmm.
But then, there came a point where she got so frustrated that eventually she said, "No, now no more doctor. Now I want to take my path of healing
Wow.
myself," and that's
Wow.
where.
Wow. You're amazing. You're an inspiration. Best session. Wow. Such amazing comments. Thank you so much, friends, for your beautiful messages.
Thank you.
Your entire family is a live example. Speechless. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. Next. Pallavi, are you there? Pallavi Sahu.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi,
You want to
Navneet.
turn on your video?
Yeah, just give me a minute. I came down to buy something because everyone was talking. So just give
should
me
we
1
come
minute.
back to you?
Yeah, is it possible? Then I'll.
Yeah, we'll come back to you after one person.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. Avikshit, are you there? I know we missed you yesterday. Avikshit, hi. Unmute, please.
Hello,
Hi, Avikshit.
this is Khushbu here.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello, ma'am.
I'm Khushbu. Hello, Shreyan sir. How are you, sir?
Very good, very good.
So it's so inspiring to take your sessions. It's like a boost for me, at least. I can say that.
Thank you.
It's a real blessing. Thank you so much. Thank you, really. Thank you so much. Sir, my
I think her connection got hung.
Yeah.
Moved. We'll come back. Alicia, we can move to you. I got your message. Alicia.
Hi, masters. Hi, ma'am. Hi, sir. How are you?
Hello.
Very good. How are you?
Hi, masters. Hi, sir. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good,
Good.
Alicia. How
Right.
are you?
Sir,
Good to
first of all, thank you so much. I really cannot stop smiling since that day. And I think I'm addicted to it. You won't believe, like 3, 4 days back, we were on a holiday. We were supposed to leave at 4:30 in the morning. I got up at 3 o'clock, took bath, and I meditated for an hour because I knew that I wouldn't do it the entire day. And every day on a holiday, also, I used to get up in the morning first, meditate, and then enjoy with my friends.
Beautiful, lovely,
I did
Fantastic.
not drink. I did not drink there because everybody was like, "Why aren't you drinking?" But I didn't want to take that level down for the 28 days at least. And after that, also, I was in a happy high situation. Like I was enjoying life to the fullest. I did not need that.
nice, nice, awesome.
It was really nice. Yeah. So then my question is hypnotherapy and no, is that same?
No, both are different. Both are different.
Okay. So what exactly is the difference?
It's just different technique. Ho'oponopono is more of affirmations, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And secondly, I wanted to know, like many people ask me, where have you reached in the meditation? It's like, have you reached here or here? So what exactly does that mean?
Don't bother. Don't bother. There's no meaning. No
Okay, so
matter
I
where
get that
you are,
butterfly feelings
the
in my
best,
heart when I meditate.
the best of teachers are still learning. The best of healers are still healing. So
Right.
it's a progressive journey, right? So it's not like, oh, you reached there, oh, I reached there. It's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And lastly, I wanted to ask, since we are into a hotel business, so like since you said about the animal kingdom and everything, so is serving non-veg, I'm a vegetarian, but is serving non-veg in your business, is that also a sin? Is that also bad?
The truth is, see, there's no sin. There's no sin in that. It is just you have to find your own answer. You know what resonates with you, right? So what you
And
feel.
so even like so that does not since I'm not consuming it, so the energy of it won't harm me, right?
Again, I'm telling you, there's nothing. I mean, souls do not judge anyone. So, from that perspective, there's no right wrong. From that perspective, there's no. So we live in a paradox. From one perspective, there's no death. Like from one perspective, if you ask me, are you a body? From one perspective, I'll say yes. If you say, oh, are you not a body? I'll say, oh, yes. So it's a perspective, and it's a choice. Of course, given a choice, I mean, what if I have a choice? I will not do it. But again, I leave it to your choice, and I'm not going to what you choose what resonates well with you, right?
Right, right.
Don't do it or not do it because you think that, oh, it's a sin or somebody is going to punish you or judge you there. It's your own understanding and it's your own inner calling which you have to follow, right?
And so after 28 days, we know the path that we have to meditate, we have to use a guided meditation. But still, if we have questions, so how do we reach you?
So mail it to me. Mail me at sgshansdaga.org, and after 30th I'll be reply. Most of the mails I've in fact I've not replied any mails. I've been reading it, but I've not replied it. One more reason I've
Okay.
not replied it because a lot of the questions where I would cover in the coming days. So that's why a lot
Right.
of because I knew that the question will be either answered. You'll get the answers in the coming workshops. But
Right.
after 30th, I'll reply all the mails and just write to me and you'll get the reply. Yeah. Where are you based, Alicia?
Chandigarh.
Okay, cool.
So you won't believe the energy is so contagious. My mother, I couldn't believe my father would meditate ever. But he's also addicted. Like morning, he gets up at 4 for a walk. So he wakes my mama. He wakes his wife, my mother. He's like, let's meditate for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes. So he's also addicted to it. He's enjoying it.
Awesome. This is what happens, right? When you
He doesn't go to
transform,
temple or anything. He
yeah,
doesn't do any puja, nothing. But meditation, he's fond of.
awesome, awesome, lovely, lovely.
That's really nice. Yeah.
Keep up your energy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All blessings to you and your team, sir, entirely.
Lovely. Thank you.
I've
Thank
done so many courses. I've done art of living, but I couldn't get that energy, maybe, or I couldn't get that constant energy I don't know what, but this time I think this has become my second nature. Two things I really wanted to make my second nature. One is meditation, and second, yes, my next question is books. So I'm a avid reader, but I try to read all kind of books. So like it can be suspense, criminal, crime books, and everything. So obviously you keep on thinking and imagining that part of a book. So is that also sending that kind of energy? Should I just switch my choices of book in that sense?
See, when you are connected, no, you will feel a writing. With food, when you are connected, naturally your choice of food start changing. When you are
Right.
connected, naturally your choice of the content whether you are consuming, whether it is through
Yes,
watching
yes.
or reading, or through friends, in every way it will start changing, because
Yes.
you will resonate with what aligns to your energy. And if
Right.
you're aware of it, then you will be guided. You'll choose you'll pick up the right books. The other books, if it is not aligned, then you'll lose the interest.
Right. Right. Right.
It's something which you have to do forcefully. This is something which you have to just do with awareness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Alisha, all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I
At
love your poems.
a young age, you
Thanks.
are doing
Thanks.
so much of commitment.
Sorry.
I get inspired when at such a young age you all are so committed and inspired. Amazing.
No, no, sir. You won't believe. I told about this course to all my friends with whom I went for a holiday. I'm telling my husband. I'm trying to inculcate this habit in my child. He's just 3, but every night before he sleeps and every morning when he gets up, I make sure that he thanks God and everybody around him. And so I'm trying my best to make everybody's second nature about gratitude and everything.
Beautiful. I love the
So
word you're using, second nature. That's amazing.
thank
Awesome.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the beautiful poems and everything. We just love it. Thank you.
Thank you. You inspire me.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Hoping to see you guys very, very soon. This Bangalore session, I think it's not, I haven't manifested it much because on the same dates we have a wedding to attend. My brother's getting married, but pakka for sure next time.
Sure, sure, sure. Right, Alicia. All the
Thank
best.
you. Bye.
Thank you.
Good
See
night.
you. See you.
The whole experience sharing changed so much, no, during the end of the workshop.
Exactly. Everyone has changed.
Yes.
Everyone's looking different. Everyone's lighter. It's like
Yeah.
everyone's a little bit more. Khushbu, now can we get you back? I hope your connection is okay.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shreans sir. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, it was Shreans sir, I wanted to share with you that in this experience, what I had today, you did a meditation with the ancestors, and day before or 2 days back, I had a talk with my mother-in-law, and she told me that you need to connect with your mother. So whatever problem is going on in your body or whatever you're facing, you got to connect with your mother. And today itself, you did the meditation of that, of connection with your ancestors and parents. And I was so much overwhelmed, and I was so much thankful at that very moment. Oh, I was just thinking of sitting for that meditation with my mother and to connect with her and to talk to her that I am sorry and I'm thankful for it, whatever you have done to me, whatever you have made me as a person. And now I'm making myself. I really thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I just wanted to thank you. That's all. Thank you so much.
Flow of energies, whenever the student is ready, the teacher will appear. It may come
Yes, yeah.
from a meditation or a book or some guidance, just casual guidance, and all of a sudden you get an insight. Oh, this is what I was looking for. So great.
Yeah.
So your energy will got
Thank you so much.
right meditation.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank,
Thanks.
thank you, Navkeerat.
Thank you. Shreans, do you think the opposite is true as well? When the teacher is ready, the student appears.
Yeah, that is also true. And
Perhaps.
so when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And when the student is really ready, the teacher
The
disappears.
teacher does. Yeah. Deepak, we can go to you.
Hello.
Hi, Deepak.
हाँ, नमस्कार मैडम, नमस्कार श्रेयन सर।
या नमस्कार।
कुछ ज्यादा क्वेश्चन तो अब रहे नहीं सर। माता जी ने जो अपना एक्सपीरियंस बताया तो कई सारे डाउट मेरे ऐसे ही क्लियर हो गए।
जी
और एक माँ का अपने बेटे के लिए ऐसी बात बहुत बड़ी बात होती है सर।
जी।
और मेरा क्वेश्चन तो वैसे कुछ है नहीं, लेकिन ध्यान करने के बाद 1 घंटा मैंने चालू किया, 2 घंटा किया, तो कभी कभी नींद में दोपहर को मैं सोता हूँ ना, तो ऐसा लगता है मैं जग गया हूँ, लेकिन मैं हिल डुल नहीं पा रहा हूँ। 2-3 मिनट ऐसा लगता है। तो ऐसा होने का कारण क्या है सर?
मुझे भी नहीं मालूम, बट क्या फर्क पड़ता है, जो भी कारण हो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है,
सर
अच्छे
थोड़ा
से।
टाइम डर लगता है, थोड़ा टाइम डर लगता है। जैसे मैं अपने आप को देख रहा हूँ, अपना हाथ देख रहा हूँ, लेकिन हिला डुला नहीं पा रहा हूँ।
कोई बात नहीं। एंजॉय दैट एक्सपीरियंस। उसको उसको सिर्फ देख, साक्षी साक्षी बन के देखिए, एज अ विटनेस देखिए बस।
और मैंने बच्चों को जो मेरे ट्यूशन में आते हैं 5वीं कक्षा के, वो हर रोज 5 मिनट मेडिटेशन करके ट्यूशन स्टार्ट करते हैं।
बहुत बढ़िया।
तो उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ना सर? चालू रखूँ ना?
बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत बढ़िया।
अब तो वो सामने से बोलते हैं कि सर मेडिटेशन भूल गए आज।
वेरी।
तो
बहुत अच्छा।
ओके सर,
थैंक यू।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
Thank It's a spiritual revolution, Rupa is saying. Shreans, Rajkumar, Seema, are you there?
Yes.
Hi,
Yeah,
hi.
yes. Hi. Yes. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me chance again. And I am happy with everything, of course. Only one request I have with Shreans, that the songs whichever he's playing throughout all the musics, all the this, can he give us one album of all that?
Yes. So I'll upload the whole album along with the links on my website, day wise, right?
Oh, day wise. Okay, that also will do. Because those songs are so nice. If you would have had that songs in one, just sit listening to them.
Yeah.
Each and every song is unique.
We'll upload the
So,
link on the website and then you can listen to
thank you
this.
so much. Stay blessed always.
Thank you,
That's
ma'am.
all I can say.
So much.
Thank you so much.
I remember your story last time. You are in US.
Yeah. Just now your mom was telling you, I'll really tell you, for me, myself, I had my uterus was supposed to be removed. Doctors, I had gone to the hospital to get my uterus removed. But one of my friend came down and said, "Are how can you do? You are meditating and all that thing." And she made me come out of the hospital and we healed ourselves. Until today, I've not got my uterus.
Lovely.
So that all I always do. So, and of course, no words. There are no words for these techniques and all. It's only personal experience and how deep you meditate and how deep you have faith in your own self.
Right.
That is the main thing. That's I would always say, that you should have faith in your own self.
True.
And you should love yourself. Everything works.
Yes.
But your songs are superb, so I would like to have those songs.
No, sure. We'll share. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Seema.
Thank
Rahul,
you.
we can.
Thank you so much.
नमस्ते मैम, नमस्ते सर। सर जो आपने वो ब्रेथ वर्क, मुझे ओसीडी की प्रॉब्लम है ना, और 6-7 नेगेटिव हैबिट्स है, तो उसके लिए सर आपने ब्रेथ वर्क बोला, तो ब्रेथ वर्क कितनी देर करना है सर?
पूरा 1 घंटा 17 मिनट।
1 घंटा 17 मिनट जो आपकी वीडियोस है उसी के अकॉर्डिंग करना है ना सर?
रिकॉर्डिंग करिए, है ना?
और सर जैसे वरुण सर ने बताया था ना कि मेलेटोनिन बढ़ता है मेडिटेशन से, और सेरोटोनिन जो मतलब नेगेटिव जो अपने वो है, तो सर उसके लिए इसी से रिकवर हो जाएगा सर हैबिट्स छोड़ने के लिए?
बिल्कुल।
मतलब और मेडिटेशन दूसरा एक स्लीपिंग मेडिटेशन आपने बताया था, वो भी करूं और ये दोनों सब करूं सर?
बिल्कुल।
और सर आपने बताया था ना कि ऐसे व्यक्ति आएंगे जो आपको हेल्प करेंगे, मदर यूनिवर्स से ऐसे मतलब लोगों से मिलना होगा कि आपको हेल्प करेंगे,
राइट।
और सर आपने सिर्फ बोला था, ये भी अच्छा लगा था कि 5 ऐसे चेंज आ जाएगा कि 5 मिनट्स में आपको चेंज करना है अपनी हैबिट को, जो दोबारा आ जाएगी वो, तो सर वो कैसे होगा?
5
5
minutes,
seconds.
seconds.
5 सेकंड आपको जैसे वो हैबिट मतलब आपको चेंज करना है इमीडिएटली, एक्शन लेना है, नहीं तो फिर वो हैबिट दोबारा अंदर से आ जाएगी।
राइट, तो वो उन्हें तो वो बॉडी टेक ओवर कर लेगी ना, अपनी ऑटो पायलट डिफॉल्ट मोड नेटवर्क में चले जाएंगे, तो अवेयरनेस रहेगी। जैसे अवेयर आया है तुरंत एक्शन लीजिए कि नहीं मुझे ये नहीं सोचना है, या मैं बेटर चीजों पे अपना ध्यान दूं। राइट,
सर तो मदर यूनिवर्स हेल्प करेगी ना सब इसमें, है ना, जैसे
बिल्कुल
आपने बताया।
बिल्कुल।
और मेडिटेशन जो स्लीपिंग वाला करूं, और एक वो वाला कब करना है, ब्रेथ वर्क वाला सर, सुबह सुबह
आप
करूं
जब आपको ठीक लगे करिए, है ना, बस
जब
खाली
सही लगे। हाँ,
खाली पेट करिए।
खाली पेट करूं, अच्छा ठीक है सर।
सुबह करें
और
तो
एक रात को, और स्लीपिंग वाला रात को।
राइट राइट,
ठीक है, इन दोनों से ठीक हो जाएगा सर।
100% ठीक हो जाएगा।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
थैंक यू थैंक यू।
Thank you. Bharati, are you there? I'm unmuted. Bharati Ashwath.
Yes, I am here.
Hi.
Hi, Narkit. Hello, Shreyans.
हेलो भारती।
Yes, I am so grateful for the whole session. Now I'm started sulking and say that we are nearer to the sessions, and I really feel bad. And I'm so thankful to whole of the session. And you won't believe that I get up at 3:30, 1 hour I meditate, and it has cleared, uncluttered so many doubts in my mind, and which I had carried throughout my lifetime. This has been really very good, and I see the positivity within me, and I feel a lot of inner strength that is like boosting me to do right things at every time. And I don't get into the arguments, I don't get into unwanted activity. So I feel a lot of positive things that is changed within me, and I hope I continue these 28 days in an cycle of my throughout my lifetime. And I would also want to join in or come into the Pyramid of Valley, what's January session. So I would love to join there. And my question here is, we talked about ego
Yeah.
3 days back, and I did miss the live sessions for a few days because of my work, but I have done it offline, where there's a lot of questions. Maybe I will post it on the group, and it could be taken care by you when you are free. Please do that. And my question here today is that about ego. There is ego is something what I have known through this session is that a self-talk which keeps you at a higher level and treats everybody below you or lower than you. That is what I've understood. Now there are some self-talks that boost you, that inspires you, that makes you do or pushes you for things. So how do we categorize the ego and the self-talk that boosts you or inspires you?
So when you are connected to your source, when you are in alignment, you feel inspired. And that is not coming from your ego, that is the voice of your spirit. That is your soul's calling, right?
Okay.
And when you are ego, as you said, and that is one of the aspects of ego where sometimes you feel superior, or even sometimes you feel inferior. Even that is a trait of an ego. Right? You don't see others as equals. Either you see superior or inferior, and when it is coming out to inspiration, you'll know that you are inspired to take action. It is coming where you don't need to do to prove to others. You are doing to do because it gives you joy. It gives you satisfaction. It gives you inspiration. It gives you content, and then it is coming from your spirit. So you will know yourself, right?
Right. So, and the other thing that I have is I have started meditation only from your sessions, but I see that after I do meditation, I get pain in my shoulder where my neck joins. There's a lot of pain, but down the day it dissolves, and then after the meditation, I again feel the pain. Is there anything that I'm doing wrong during meditation, or?
No, it's common. It's common. It's not about doing wrong. Sometimes it's very common to get these body pains in the earliest journey of your meditation, but after a while, then you'll stop getting this pain because it's a release. In a way, it's a release.
Okay. One more last question I have, Shreyan. We
Yeah.
were talking about even the energy stealing. So there are four specific patterns or which we transit into. So every individual can be a what do you say, a stealer in different way. So is that right? Suppose I may be a dominant person within my family, but when I go into workplace, I may be a submissive person. So is there a possibility that I can have traits of two different energy stealing?
It's very much possible. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I want the details of the January. So they, like it was told, they will be shared at the end of the workshop.
Sharing. And the last day or the second last day will be sharing. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rams. And can we download the videos from the YouTube?
Yeah, I think so. I think
you can.
You can, right, from YouTube? Yes.
You can.
Download
Yeah.
these videos.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And I want to meet you in person, Shreans, and maybe that will have a more impact of being much better person. So I look forward to meet you, Shreans.
Looking forward to meet everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you.
Good day to us.
So, Shreans, should we take one more question and then we can end with a poem, because I think Shivani has a poem ready. One question. Bala, are you there? Bala. Bala, I've asked you to unmute. Please unmute.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Bala.
Good to see you after a long time.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm attending your both sessions in the morning and in the evening.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Shreans, and you met me when I was in the dark. Nothing was there around. And now you will see me. I have totally changed. My journey was slow and steady. But in 28 days, I look forward. और इतना अच्छा लग रहा है कि अभी मैं डाउन नहीं हो रही हूँ, गुस्सा नहीं आ रहा है. I'm just observing. और I'm so happy from inside. Nothing is there in my mind. Shreans, you made my life. I am really thankful to you. In these 3, seriously, I'm not joking. From last lockdown, I'm following you. But changes तो नहीं हो पा रहे थे, तो मेरी बोलने का भी हिम्मत नहीं हो रहा था. But now it is too what we say. I love my life like anything. और ऐसे बैठो तो आंखें बंद करो तो मेडिटेशन में चले जाते हो, आपका आवाज सुना तो मेडिटेशन में चली जाती हूँ. मतलब I don't know what is going on it, and the journey is so beautiful. Everything is what we say. सबके ऊपर प्रेम आ रहा है, सबके ऊपर अच्छा लग रहा है. I don't know, you made my life, Shreans.
Thank you.
From 3 years I'm following you, Shreans, but नहीं हो रहा था वो change. 28 days में I don't know. Last also workshop I did, but मेरी हिम्मत ही नहीं जुटा पा रही थी आपसे बात करने की, क्योंकि कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है, तो क्या करूं बात में, ऐसे हो रहा था मेरे को. और ये भी एक बताना चाहती हूँ कि sometimes बहुत whenever वो तो हो गया, पर see, I'm talking to you, but I forgot what I have to speak, Shreans. हाँ, और आपके मम्मी के लिए धन्य है ऐसी माँ, धन्य है ऐसा बेटा जो इतना क्या उसको बोलते हैं, बियॉन्ड द स्क्रीन, नॉट इवन पर्सनली, इतना ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ला रहा है. बाप रे, कितना बड़ा नेक काम है. धन्य है, धन्य है.
Thank you, Bala. All the best.
Thank you, Shreans. Thank you, Shreans. सब एनर्जी काम कर रही है, अभी कुछ है ही नहीं, अंदर भी नहीं, बाहर भी नहीं, खाली हो गई. फूड हैबिट चेंज हो गई, थिंकिंग पैटर्न चेंज हो गया, किसी को जजमेंट नहीं, दिखावा नहीं, जो है जैसा है. आई एम सेलिब्रेटिंग लाइक एनीथिंग.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Shreans. God bless you. Lots and lots of gratitude.
Thank you.
और ये एक बात बोलना था, Shreans. Whenever I used to get up in the morning, इतना नर्वसनेस, ऐसे लगता था क्या मतलब लाइफ है, ऐसे मतलब हो रहा था कि मतलब कितना टाइम, तो 1 घंटा तो उठने को ही लगता था. बस सोचो, इधर से उधर हो जाओ, फिर वापस मन में आया तो उठो, नहीं तो सो जाओ वापस. पर अभी ये 28 डेज में जस्ट आई गेट अप बाय 4 o'clock. I do my work so fast. In the morning meditation, evening meditation, afternoon meditation. मेडिटेशन के सिवा कुछ आता ही नहीं है दिमाग में. Seriously, totally change. Celebration, you are in every sentence you say tell na enjoy your life like anything. You have to enjoy, you have to celebrate one life, one enjoyment. बस मन में आया अकेली मूवी को चली जाती हूँ, मन में आया ये कर लेती हूँ, मन में आया वो पहन लेती हूँ, किसी की कुछ परवाह ही नहीं है मुझे.
Good, very good, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreans. And my daughter is also growing like anything, huh?
वो ये तो नहीं बोलती ना मम्मी कहीं पागल तो नहीं हो गई?
नहीं, वो बोल रही है क्या हुआ आज किधर जाके अरे you won't believe me, I'm dancing like anything with no reason. I'm dancing, no reason. क्या मालूम क्या हो रहा है, but everything went away. People भी
आप मीरा भाई बन गए बस.
Shreans, I will be what we say. I want to join your organization and do something like you say, Shreans.
Thank you.
Thank you. और जीता जागता अनुभव है, किसी का सुनाया नहीं, बस every experience अनुभव करने के बाद realization शुरू हुआ. Shreans. I'm so happy. अभी दादी बनने वाली हूँ, Shreans. Even the relationship with children, with daughter-in-law is like friend. बस कुछ नहीं, कुछ कंप्लेन ही नहीं, किसी के लिए कुछ भी नहीं, किसी का कुछ पूछना नहीं, अपने में मस्त रहो. They both are in USA. I used to cry like anything. अभी कुछ लगता ही नहीं है, ऐसे लगता है वो उनकी जर्नी करने, मेरे को भगवान ने वो जर्नी के लिए ही चूज किया, इसलिए वो उधर चले गए.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreans. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. बहुत अच्छा लगा, बहुत टाइम के बाद बात किया.
Thank you.
And your Hindi is...
We missed the last bit.
Hello.
हाँ बोलिए.
Oops. I think call drop हो गया. So last Shreans and then wind up for today. Shivani, reveal yourself. Hi.
I did.
Hi.
Thank you. Hi, beautiful people.
Hi, Shivani.
Thank you for bringing smiles back to our faces and laughter to our voices. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will first read my poem.
Sure.
Okay, thank you so much. It's called B. B-E.
B-E. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Just a moment. Yeah. Be that joy that never was. Be that warmth that you never wore. Be that calm that stole the storm. Be that hand that never showed. Be that strength that you always bewared. Be that light that never smeared. Be that one that always cared. Be that one that you never feared.
Beautiful. Wow, nice. Beautiful.
Thank you. My inspirations are right in front of me, so.
Nice. She wrote in she said, B is beautiful. Lovely.
I will add that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shivani.
Thank you so much. Can I share my experience quickly?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So today was like, I've had this experience and I shared that earlier too. Again, I felt all my limbs and everything moving and my head moving and lots of things were coming out. A lot of entities were coming out of me. It was quite crazy and psychotic again. And to my surprise, I mean, the lineage which I saw just kept going and going and going. Even though you were transitioning from mother to father, I was still stuck on mother. And then, so the mother entity kept moving into deep down. And I think I cleared a lot of karmic, healing happened. it was really intense. But when I bowed down, I just wanted to ask you, you did not mention the father has to bow down for forgiveness. But the mother, you said that mother has to bow and you have to bow to the mom. So I just wanted to know, because I automatically did, and I imagined my father bowing to me. My ego was so big, I think. So I just wanted to know, is there a
I
specific
said both
reason?
mother and father.
Sorry?
I said both mother and father. Maybe sometimes in the meditation we miss the words, you know.
Yes, and clearly I realized that I missed that word, maybe because I just automatically did it, but I didn't hear it. And towards the end, when you started the tree of life or the family tree, it got just disconnected and I was lost. Like, I was like, oh my God, I need to clear so many things with my kids. And what do I do? Like, my kid, and I was just in an imagined land, completely doing my own meditation and my own trip and figuring out now what to do. So that's what happened. But I'm sure there must be a lesson from that too, which I probably need to go back. Is that true? I need to go back and close that loop.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Navkirat.
And
Hugs.
you're glowing, you're looking so lighter. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Shivani. Thank you. See you. Thank you, friends. Still a few questions couldn't take today. We'll try our best for tomorrow. We still have a couple of days. Although my heart always does a little cringe when I know it's ending. But it's an endless loop and cycle, and we are all a part of it. It's the magic only grows. And tomorrow we'll enter soul evolution and soul contracts, which is another very metaphysical. It's a beautiful metaphysical subject, and hope to see you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Navki, and thanks all of you. Looking forward to see you again tomorrow. Thank you.
See you. Thank you.